comes Kyle Busch. White flag will go in the air one more time around Chicagoland Speedway.
You're watching a cat that's doing some special things in NASCAR racing right now. Got the win at Bristol last Saturday night, and then this weekend trying to win on Friday night in Chicago.
Championship battle continues between Hornaday and the 88 of Matt Crafton.
It's got to be painful for Matt to watch. That position isn't significant. They're on different laps, but Matt knows that Hornaday's riding along in 11th and he's in 14th.
The inaugural race at Chicagoland Speedway. The victor, Kyle Busch.
All right, checkered flag. Good job, bud.
2 in a row for Kyle Busch.
I think there is no other statistic that is more impressive than the fact that this now is the 5th track that Kyle Busch has won in all 3 series of NASCAR. Trucks, Nationwide, and Cup.
And he's not that old. 25.
25 years old and already 24 years old and already 5 racetracks that he's won in all 3 of the upper tier of NASCAR.
And there's a chance
to clean the tires there. We see Kyle Busch breaking the rear end free a little bit, trying to get those tires cleaned up as they come out of turn number 4. Our first attempt at a green-white checker finish. Green flag is in the air. A great restart by the 18, a slow restart by the 33 of Hornaday.
Looked like Ron missed a shift. He had a big run on Todd Bodine. He was going to be able to make his life even more difficult, but his momentum was lost. Now it's up to Kyle Busch and Todd Bodine to settle it between them.
Down the back stretch they go. The 17 of Timothy Peters making a run. Or Justin Lofton, excuse me, in the 7 making a run.
What about Justin up in the top 5?
For the 2nd week in a row, potentially.
Coming out of turn 4, Kyle Busch now. We'll see the white flag one more time around Chicago.
What's Todd going to do? Is he going to try to get to the outside of him, Michael?
I think he's going to tuck down low there and see if he can do something with him in the other end. Runs the same tire tracks that Kyle Busch runs off turn 2. Kyle tries to block to the bottom. Todd stays high.
Down the back stretch they go. A 2-truck length advantage for Kyle Busch as they enter turn number 3. Kyle Busch trying to make it 2 wins in a row. The only driver to win at Chicagoland, and he will keep it perfect. Chicago is Kyle's town.
2 for 2 in the Truck Series here in Chicago.
And 4 NASCAR victories in a row.
Kyle Busch continues his winning ways. Crafton, Crawford, and Dillon all in the top 10. He said that was a great finish.
There was our guy. He was the one that wanted to see that checkered flag.
That's
green, white checkered.
20th career win for Kyle Busch.
Race fans having a fun time on a Friday night.
Appreciate all the hard work and dedication through what we've done here. Thank you.
He breaks that tie with Ron Hornaday on 1.5 miles. Now he has 10, 1 less than the guy that finished 2nd, Todd Bodine.
How about the tie that he's in now for all-time wins in this series?
Ties Todd Bodine.
So now he's up to 20 wins in the Camping World Truck Series at just the young age of 25 years old.
This could be special before it's all said and done, Rick.
He's figured out how to celebrate. He can do a burnout.
He does a pretty good job with the burn.
This time by, they're going to see the white flag one more time. One more lap from Chicagoland. White flag in the air.
That's the 81 of Kenny Wallace down there that they're lapping by. Kenny gives them plenty of room on the high side.
All the way up to the top of the track goes the 51 of Kyle Busch. 19 of Brad Keselowski chasing. Kyle trying to break the draft as they go into 3 and 4 for the final time. Kyle Busch with a 4-truck length lead as they come out of turn number 4. Once again, Kyle Busch is going to win at Chicago.
Great job, Rudy. Good job, guys. Hell yeah. Great job. Thank you.
And that's the 5th time Brad Keselowski has finished 2nd in the Camping World Truck Series.
And how bad does that hurt? To be that close and want it that bad and throw it all on the line like you did sideways chasing Kyle Busch and just couldn't get there.
And it's unbelievable how many times that Brad and Kyle have both been in these truck races and how many times Brad comes out on the short end of the stick.
Kyle Busch, the fireworks were on the track earlier. Now they're in the sky, celebrating the 34th career win. Kyle Busch in the Truck Series.
We'll see him some more this year.
Yeah, back in the truck next week at New Hampshire, and also will be with us in 2 weeks' time at Las Vegas.
40. White flag, one more.
White flag for Kyle Busch. One more lap around Chicagoland Speedway, and he will have his 4th win in 5 tries at this mile-and-a-half facility.
What a dominating performance by that $51 General Toyota.
You start in the back. You don't sit in the truck until it's time to go green. No problems for the kid out of Las Vegas.
Go to the back.
Way to do it again, boys. Awesome job. Thank you. Nice work, everybody.
Checkered flag, Kyle Busch, a winner at Chicago.
To keep your head on all day, bud. I know we screwed it up a couple times.
Led 66 of 150 laps and twice had to drive through the field.
And that means a total, if our math is right, of 59 lead lap trucks. That man passed tonight to win this race.
4 position.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Earned his money. And for Kyle Busch Motorsports, that's 9 wins in 15 races this season.
That's better than 1 truck every 3 laps.
Well, he was on a losing streak. Let's face it, he won at Kentucky in June. He had started 2 truck races since and hadn't been to victory lane.
Yeah.
Kyle Busch with this restart on the inside. Haley on the outside. It's NASCAR overtime at Chicagoland.
They're formed up nicely on that outside line. A big push, but then Reddick breaks to the inside.
Hemrick to second. Here comes Christopher Bell around the outside trying to make something happen.
Gallagher on the inside in the 23.
Kyle Busch leads. They've passed the overtime line. The white flag will be coming out next, but if we get a caution, it's over. Here comes Kyle through turn 4 to get the white flag.
He has a bit of a buffer. He's got Daniel Hemrick behind him.
1 lap to go, the final lap at Chicagoland Speedway. Hemrick taking a look on Kyle Busch.
Remember, Hemrick's in the chase. He's going for the win.
He's going to draft up on the back of Busch as they enter the turn 3.
If Hemrick and Busch get side by side, can Haley pounce and go from 3rd to 1st? Coming through turn 4, the yellow is out, and it will be Kyle Busch winning at Chicagoland Speedway.
Contact KB. Thank you, sir.
The 98 of Rico Abreu spun, and that brought out the caution.
Appreciate everyone's work at KBM. All you guys do good
And
stuff. Thanks.
Kyle Busch will win for the 46th time in his NASCAR Camping World Truck Series career. Daniel Hemrick second, and Cameron Haley gave it a heck of a run. Will finish 3rd.
You could see the look on Eddie Tracona's face, the dejection for the crew chief of Cameron Haley.
What a great run by Hemrick late in the going, and that win by Kyle Busch ensures Timothy Peters into our chase. And so that look of frustration on Traconis' face is replaced by all the guys that work on Timothy Peters' truck, because they were able to rally from a couple laps down, finish inside the top 10. They're ready to go chase racing.
A career best 2nd place for Daniel Hemrick. Certainly gives him some nice momentum rolling into the chase. But for Cameron Haley, so close, and yet so far. 3rd place for Haley. Never really got that chance to make that final run at Kyle the way he'd hoped after that final restart.